All right, guys, we are back with Glitched on Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Take it away, my man.
Yes, sir. So, we're going to be doing a New Game Plus run of Budokai 2 today. New Game Plus is basically just a regular story mode, except this game has equipment items called capsules that you can put on your character, as you can see here. You can basically start the run with these capsules pre-equipped in New Game Plus, but let's do a normal run-through from stage 1 to 9 of the story mode, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, the time actually begins when I hit Restart Dragon World here, so I'll count you down on go. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so basically, Budokai 2, sequel to Budokai 1, the start of the Budokai series, of course. The Budokai series is mostly known for being like a 2.5D, somewhat Tekken-style fighting game. This game is very similar to Budokai 1 in terms of mechanics. The main difference, though, is that there is a board game mechanic in here. So, as you can see, there's board game pieces with the characters on them. There's little pieces that have like power-ups, like shields, swords, dragon radar, things like that. And here, basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to dig for a peach. This peach gives me an extra turn on the board. So once Raditz comes towards me here, I'm going to move Goku out of the way, because enemy AI has a tendency to follow Goku around. He's the main character. They kind of ignore the side characters like Krillin or whoever else you choose. So I'm going to kind of sneak by Raditz and Nappa with Krillin as they follow Goku. Nappa actually kind of goes up to the corner of the map on his own for some reason. But we're going to stay here with Goku and move down to fight the Cybermen with Krillin. So at the beginning of every stage, you can choose which ally you want on your team. Each stage has a limited amount of allies you can have. Most stages let you choose one, some let you choose two. But basically, depending on the enemies we fight on the stage is how we decide which ally we're choosing. So for the Cybermen, they only have 1 bar of HP, so a quick 2-jab into Kamehameha combo will take them out quickly. Part of the reason why I use Krillin, because it's pretty reliable, pretty quick. But yeah, the goal of this stage in particular is to just grab the Dragon Ball. Once you grab the Dragon Ball, the stage ends, so you actually don't have to kill Raditz or Nappa. We just go straight for the Dragon Ball. So I'm kind of using Goku to manipulate their movements to avoid their fights to save time. And once we do that, then we can just head out, grab the Dragon Ball, and head to the next stage. So this is a forced capsule pickup. Sometimes there's just items in your way, you have to pick them up as you go. But that's the end of stage 1. It's pretty simple, easy stage.
All right.
Game has autosave as well, so you'll see that after every stage.
That's amazing actually to have.
Yeah.
For speedrun purposes and
it's not bad at all. Yeah, for safety, it's great. So here I'm going to move Goku up 1 slot on stage 2. This makes it to where Raccoon will move up 1 slot to follow him, and then I'll move Gohan down 1. So once Raccoon moves up, it gets him out of the way of Gohan's next space movement, and it avoids that fight. So we're going to move Goku down with Gohan and kind of just make our way down to Frieza. Since we're too far away from Ginyu, he's not going to start aggroing us until Goku's a little closer to the centerpiece here. But once we get to the center, he'll start coming down as well. But the pieces in this stage move in a certain way in which basically they won't ever interact with us. If we move properly on the board, Ginyu and Raccoon will never fight us. We only have to fight Frieza. So let's see here. Want to make sure I get my movements good. Alright, so I'm going to search this piece on the ground as well. You can search any tile by pressing square, and each tile has a predetermined item beneath it. Some of them have capsules, some of them have the peach that gives you the extra turn, some have strength and defense, etc. So we're going to skip Goku's turn here and go straight to Frieza. Since Gohan has 2 turns, we can attack Frieza twice, back to back. So this is going to be basically the start of the main comboing and just the main combat for the run. Goku and Gohan are identical characters, so they function exactly the same. They have the best combos in the game. We're going to start with a kick combo and go to the back with as many unique combo strings as we can. The reason for that is because if you do the same string twice in a row in this game, it'll actually knock the character over and prevent you from comboing. So we want to basically try to do totally unique combos the entire time until we can finish with a knockdown of some sort. So since Frieza is in a fatigued state here, if we attack him again, that means he'll lose 2 little green bars of HP, and that's exactly how much he has left. So all we need to do to end this stage is to defeat Frieza. So we use the first turn to get him into the fatigue state, and then the next turn to finish him off. Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah, so the kicks from the start are usually the best. There's a good example of getting knocked over from the same combo. Kicks just have a lot of hit stun, allowing you to get behind the enemy. And once you're behind the enemy, you actually do more damage than from the front. So usually you want to start with a singular combo, sidestep behind them, and finish off with the rest of your combos from the back. Because you'll do, I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 30% more damage or something like that from the back. So it's much faster than just attacking from the front, and enemies, of course, guard a lot less from behind. They can sometimes turn around and guard mid-combo, it's kind of cringe, but most of the time they'll just kind of get stun locked from the back while you're doing that extra damage. It's really convenient. But yeah, this game doesn't really follow the actual Dragon Ball story very directly. It's kind of like its own thing. As you can see, we fought Frieza in the Ginyu Force on like the Dragon Ball, the OG Dragon Ball Snow map. And now we're on Namek all of a sudden. We followed Frieza to Namek. So the game's kind of goofy in how it follows the story, at least up until the Buu Saga. Once we get to the Buu Saga, then things start being a little bit more canon. But
this is a headcanon, basically.
Yeah, this is a fan fiction. Dragon Ball AF moment. So we're gonna search the ground for another peach. Peaches are pretty much the best item that we can get from searching. And once again, they're always in the same spot no matter what. It's not orangey or anything like that. It's pretty consistent. So once we get the peach, that gives us 2 turns with Gohan for the rest of the stage. And we're gonna use that to take advantage of Frieza's fatigue state once again. So again, all the enemies on the stage are zeroed in on Goku. Like, they're totally focused on attacking this dude. So we can just sneak by them. They're not going to bother us. Once we get over here to Frieza, once you're within, like, a space of a proximity of Frieza, he'll start to attack you directly, no matter if you're Goku or not. And we use that to our benefit. But I'm going to move Goku out of the way here so I don't take this fight with Vegeta. And then we will move Gohan towards Frieza for the first fight. So Frieza's standing on a space that has health drain. I already have capsules equipped that automatically give health drain. Viral heart disease and super Kami water both drain your health really fast. So I'm basically draining my health at triple speed on this square. He's draining at double speed. So this can be a really fast fight. Oh yeah, just barely missed it. No, that's not bad. You can kill in one string if you kind of space your combos out to let that health drain a little bit more. I'm going for safety because sometimes if you let it space out and drain the health naturally, Frieza will just turn around and start whooping you, so I'm not trying to have that happen when my health's draining at 3 times speed. But yeah, Frieza's gonna instantly go ahead and attack us. Once again, he wants his spot back. He likes to stay in that spot, so he's gonna go straight for Gohan. That allows us to put him in fatigue state for when our turn begins. So once our turn begins on the next turn... Oh. Okay, interesting.
He just gave you the back, dude.
Bro, he hit the nay-nay. Okay,
that was wild.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, bro. Like, you just kind of have to adapt, yeah. So yeah, now that's Frieza's turn. His turn's over. Put him in fatigue state. So we're going to take advantage of that and deal those 2 last health bars of damage to him with this fight. So now we're off of the health draining square, so it's not as dangerous. Health drains at the normal 1-time speed, which is pretty slow, but the extra health drain over time starts to help deal damage. Kind of deals like 100 damage like every second or so, which is pretty good. We're just going to be continuing to do our back combos and stuff. Each combo basically does like a bar and a half of damage, so 2 full combo strings will usually end the fights pretty soundly. As we get deeper into the game, characters have a lot more HP. Green is like the base HP, it's like 3,000. Each health bar is 1,000 damage. But you start to get enemies that have blue, which is 4,000, and then purple, which is 5,000. So you stay green the whole time, you don't get more health. But some of the enemies are a lot stronger, like Boo, Cell, etc. Yeah, Frieza just blows us up. We head out. We made it just in time. Now we gotta fight the Cyber Rangers. We got the Super Sentai Cybermen on this stage here. They literally called them the Cyber Rangers. At first I thought it was just like a community meme, but when you fight Jiro, he's like, "What? I didn't think the Cyber Rangers could lose, bro."
What a wild name.
Yeah, I know,
it really
dude.
is someone's headcanon. This is wild.
Alright, so we're gonna pick Gohan and Supreme Kai as our allies. They both function pretty similarly to Goku, who has the best combos and damage. And we're gonna search the ground for the Peach with Goku this time instead of Gohan. And there's a very specific reason for this that we'll see a little bit later. But for now, we're just gonna fight each of the Cybermen with Gohan instead of Goku, because Goku spawns a unique cutscene every time he talks to a Cyberman that actually takes longer to load. So it's faster to just attack them with Gohan or Supreme Kai. Oh no, don't do that, boy. Yeah, these guys are big trolls. If they do launcher attacks like that, where they launch you away, they have like the highest priority in the game. They have iframes. They're super fast. So getting launched like that is something that's completely RNG that you really want to avoid if you can, but you kind of can't react to it. So if it happens, it just happens. But there's pretty much no risk of dying to the Cybermen. They're too weak. They barely do any damage, and they have really low HP, so you're not really going to die. These guys are just going to troll you to death and make you lose tons of time. This is definitely my least favorite stage because of the Cybermen RNG. But since they only have 1 bar of HP, I usually do like a 2-punch jab into a full Kamehameha combo. That usually finishes them off quicker than doing like the same combo we use on bigger characters. Because we only need... Nice guard there. Oh, of course. Yeah, we only need 1 string to finish them off. And pretty much each time you add a string to your combo, it's taking about 1.5 to 2 seconds. So if you can kill an enemy in less combos, it's always better. So we just go for the regular Kamehameha like we're 5 years old playing this game.
I mean, like almost everyone who played this game would do the same exact combo.
Exactly,
the same command combo.
Yes, that is actually pretty optimal for those fights, funny enough. So we're gonna fight the last Cyberman with Gohan again, and then we're actually gonna come down with Goku and wait. It's just some turn manipulation for the next turn, but we'll get to that once we get there. These Cybermen have a little bit more HP than all the rest. We're just gonna do a single guard cancel string in the front, and then do a Kamehameha if they let me. Alright, that works. So I haven't really gone over it, but the main mechanic for comboing in this game is guard canceling. There are chargeable attacks in this game where if you hold down the attack, it will charge it and become unblockable. It'll have like this blue aura behind it. If you actually are holding down a chargeable attack and you press the guard button, it cancels all lag for that combo and lets you continue to combo. So that's kind of the main combo function that we use throughout the whole game. It allows us to do tons of damage without having to knock characters over or drop our combos at all. So we're going to attack Jiro with Goku, and the reason for this is because we want Goku to be in this middle space that Jiro's on right now, so that when the androids spawn, we can attack Android 16 and push him back towards Gohan to finish him off quickly in fatigue state. So it's kind of like a very particular map movement that we want to do. I'm going to do a combo from the front to start on Jiro here, so that I can actually finish him off a little bit easier. Yeah, it's a lot better to do a little bit extra damage from the front than I did. I did a little bit too little, but it's fine. It was still just as fast almost. Probably only lost like a second for that. Alright, so now that Goku's in this spot, and we defeated Jiro, all of the androids are going to spawn. Despite Goku saying we're safe, we're definitely not. So we're going to attack 16 on the right. Yeah. We're gonna fight 16 on the right here, and basically the way that the board game works is whenever you defeat an enemy, if they have HP remaining, you steal their space and they get sent back to yours. So we want to steal this space so that when Cell spawns after this, we can force him to go somewhere specific. Also, just because it is easier to defeat 16 overall whenever we can push him towards Gohan. We basically get rid of his HP much quicker by fighting him in fatigue state, because he'll lose those 2 HP bars instead of just 1 each. So now he's fatigued. We still have a turn left with Gohan, so we'll use this to finish him off here. And all we need to do to progress this level is defeat 16. If you defeat 17 or 18, the level doesn't progress, but once 16 is gone, Cell spawns. I really don't know why it's like that, especially because
It's so
the other
weird.
two, yeah, the other 2 are more important, but it's probably just because, you know, Cell can absorb them without him protecting them or something. So I think that's kind of the logic they're trying to follow there. Oh my god. Let me get behind you, buddy. There we go. Yeah, sometimes enemies will automatically turn around on you, and it's quite cursed. Bigger guys are more prone to doing it just because of the way the camera works. If the camera isn't fully behind the enemy, the game kind of can't recognize that you're behind them all the way. So it'll force them to turn around, and you'll just have to kind of retry and make sure you can get behind them. But yeah, now I guess 16's gone. He can't protect the other 2 androids anymore, so Cell just absorbs them, becomes perfect Cell. Goku doesn't know who that is, apparently. It's Pikachu, bruh.
Yeah, this is literally how Dragon Ball Z goes, actually. You, perfect Cell already spawns, and Goku has no idea who Cell is.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
And adult Gohan's here to kill some,
He
Cell
traveled
Juniors,
back
I
in
guess.
time, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving to that magic carpet up top forces Cell to teleport to the other side of the stage, which just so happens to perfectly put him next to you guys. So that's why we want to have that particular turn set up with fighting 16, pushing him back, fighting 20. That's kind of why we do that, so that by the start of Cell, the Cell part of the chapter, we can move to that carpet and manip him to the left side of the stage. So now we have 2 turns to defeat him. Once again, the fatigue state will make him go down a lot quicker. So we'll use Goku and Supreme Kai to do that. Oh, not the fast attack, bro. All right, there we go.
Is there time for a donation right now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we have $20 from Story, the next runner for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Let's go.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Very positive.
That puts us at 430 out of 500. We are almost at the goal, guys. Let's go.
Only $70 away. That's really good. GG's to everyone who's donated to the cause. It's awesome. Alright, so Supreme Kai basically works the same as Goku. He has a little bit of a combo variance. He works more like Frieza, who's like a light Goku clone. But he has a better side cancel combo. And he has a much faster finisher attack there with the shockwave. Yeah, that was a wash. Cell kind of got clapped there. That was really good.
Wait, did Supreme Kai clap Cell?
No, he wasn't even around.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to fight, what do you think?
Oh, would they? Yeah, I think he would for sure. Bro's got the Goku cancels, bro. Even in the show, bro, he would destroy. So now we're on stage 6, or no, this is stage 5. Yeah. So stage 5, we're gonna pick Gohan and Kid Trunks because we're actually not gonna use any of our allies on this stage. This is totally Goku's stage. This is the stage where Babidi and Deborah are trying to resurrect Majin Buu. So things are getting a little bit more canon finally, despite adult Gohan and Kid Trunks chilling at the bottom there. We want to defeat Supreme Kai at first. I'm not really sure why he wants to fight, but he does. We can't use him on this stage because he's an enemy here. Either way, we wouldn't need to. We're basically going to try to avoid as many fights as possible on this stage. There is a 1 in 4 chance of having a forced fight with Vegeta, which will lose us time if we get it. If we do, it's whatever. We'll just defeat him and continue like normal. But we want to avoid the fight. Just call it Vegeta skip because it will save about a minute and a half to skip that fight. pretty good. So yeah, when characters get knocked over, I'll do a sweep combo on the ground to kind of try to pop them up. There's like a break fall tech mechanic where whenever you touch the ground, if you mash X, you'll pop up real fast. The AI is more prone to do that anytime you touch them on the ground. So once they knock over from my Kamehameha, you'll see it in the next fights that I do. I'll just kind of sweep kick them and try to pop them up on purpose to make them stand up for a full combo again. Yeah, we just gonna move towards the boo ball up in the top left of the map there, because we want to go up to that ball and destroy it so boo doesn't spawn. Obviously that's not how it works, but of course we get the Vegeta fight. Good old marathon RNG. So yeah, that's a 1 in 4 chance Vegeta will terrorize you. It's super stupid.
1 in 4 obviously has to happen here.
Of course. So he's got garbage HP. Vegeta is the ultimate jobber of Dragon Ball Z, so like we don't have to worry about him at all. We're just gonna
the cutscenes and everything just make it super slow, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the cutscene that starts is really slow, especially on console. Like it takes forever, so it literally loses like a minute and a half. And he's really sleepy today, bro. You need to go to bed, bro. Get out of here. So yeah, Vegeta's gonna get pushed away, which is cool, I guess. I mean, that was unnecessary time loss, but whatever. Not in our control. We can't do anything about it. But once we get to this space here, Babidi's gonna start respawning old villains. So he's gonna turn Vegeta into Majin Vegeta, for one. Then he's going to spawn Cell and Frieza with Majin powers as well. Cell, we don't have to worry about. He kind of just stays with Dabura chilling. But Majin Vegeta and Frieza both run the risk of running into both of my characters that are still at the bottom of the map. So Cell will spawn here. He'll move down where Dabura's at, kind of screw around, not do anything important. We won't ever have to fight Cell, pretty much. Thankfully. I don't know why his AI isn't really that hype on Goku. But the other two, they are. So Frieza spawns down here, as you can see, right next to Trunks and Gohan. So we kind of have to just watch his movements and see what he does and avoid the fight the best we can. We do have a lot of space to like move around down there in case he tries to corner us or get close to us. But we just wait down here in the furthest bottom corner just to see what they do. Alright, so yeah, this is kind of annoying. Vegeta takes the carpet, which takes him down here with Frieza. And okay, Frieza waits. That's really good. So he's not really going to run the risk of running into us. We're going to move up to this space because there's a Peach underneath me here on this space that I'm standing on. And we can use that to actually skip a fight with Dabura. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Leave us alone, bro. We're just kids. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're going to search the ground for the Peach. And that's going to leave us with 1 turn left. We're going to move back to the spot that we were at before, but now next turn we're going to have 2 turns. I'm going to move up 1 space so that Vegeta does not terrorize us. And he's still terrorizing. He's hungry today, bro. So we're going to move past Dabura and Cell with these 2 extra turns, and we're going to just move up 1 more so Vegeta doesn't attack us, and the stage is pretty much done. So thankfully we didn't have to take an extra fight with Vegeta outside of the one that was forced at the beginning. Once we interact with this boo ball here, it ends the stage. So pretty easy. We only take supposedly 1 fight on that stage normally, but Vegeta can terrorize. But now we're on stage 6. This is actually the worst RNG stage in the game. There's a little bit of a manipulation that you can do here, but not really. We want to move Goku down here. This is the only manip that we can really do. Move him down 1 space so that Cell and Majin Vegeta will start trailing behind us from the left side instead of from the right. If they trail behind us from the right, we'll run into them and have to take extra fights. We don't want that. So they're just going to kind of approach us from the left side. So now we can move towards the right here. We're going to have to take 1 fight with Frieza at least because he's just kind of in the way gatekeeping. But the goal here at this part of the stage is to get Babidi to the center. Once he gets to the center, he's going to summon Majin Buu. So now that we're here, we have to take at least this fight. We cannot avoid this. So we'll fight Majin Frieza. He's really weak. He's got green HP, so it's a quick fight overall. But after this turn is up, then Bobbity will make it to the center, and Boo will spawn and change the stage completely. So let's just go ahead and do our usual strat. I'm going to do an extra kick from the front, of course. Alright, that was good. Pretty much killed him in one string, so pretty fast. So now that Freeze is down, we don't have to fight him anymore, hopefully. The characters behind us are just going to kind of move around, and then Bobbity is going to get Boo summoned in the center of the stage at the top here. So Boo is a troll. He is the worst character in this entire game. Not in terms of combat ability, but in terms of RNG destruction. So there's a skip in this game where you can also skip the fight with Boo. Boo has purple health, so he has the most health that you can have in the game. If you can avoid fighting him, despite how long it takes you to load into a fight, there's like 3 loading screens before a fight actually starts. That already saves a lot of time, but once you actually get in the fight, fighting someone with 5,000 HP takes forever. So we don't want to fight him if we can help it. And if Vegeta's going to follow Goku for the rest of the stage here, but if Vegeta runs into Majin Buu before you fight him, he does the final explosion from the show where he kind of just blows himself up and he takes Buu down with him. So it'll end the stage completely before you get the chance to fight him, which is what we want. We're gonna go for it if we can. It really depends entirely on Boo's movements on the stage, which are totally random. They're pretty bad looking right now, to be honest, but we never know. We want him to be more on the left side of the stage than the right side, because Frieza's gatekeeping the right side. If we go over there, Frieza's basically gonna attack us and be annoying, so yeah, it's looking okay so far. We're gonna wait with Gohan so Vegeta doesn't come after us. This is a forced fight with Cell, we can't avoid it. Cell's looking kind of cracked out here for some reason.
He looks rancid right there. Oh my god.
He really does. He's cracked out, dude. So he's hype on Goku. He's like, yo, bro, let's get some games in, dude. So we're going to have to whoop him real quick. I'll do a combo from the front so that I can hopefully finish him off in one string. Oh no, we're a little bit weak. It's alright. Alright, get out of here, boy. Big cockroach down. Alright, so we'll see where Boo goes. So if Boo goes down a space, it could be good. We kind of want him to. Okay, he went mid, which is garbage. So we're just gonna hope that we don't have to fight him. If we do, not the end of the world. I'm gonna move to the right. I'm gonna go for it, because YOLO.
Oh my god, let's go!
Oh my god, okay. So this isn't the worst thing ever. We can keep moving up and down in this space and hope that Boo goes over there. But you can see how he's just kind of haphazardly moving around everywhere. Like, it's really cringe. He needs to go left and then down. Okay. So if he goes down here, we can skip the fight. Next turn for sure. Of course he doesn't, because he's a hater.
God.
So we're just going to keep moving up and down until it happens, because we've already committed to the bit. So
yep, I want to see it.
There's no going back at this point.
This seems ridiculous. How fast is it in the record for to get this final explosion? Is it really fast?
So you save like 1.5 minutes to 1:45, depending on how fast you run into him. He is trolling so unbelievably hard right now. Please just go to the left and go down, bro. I just need you to go down. Come on.
He does not want to go down.
Hurry up,
right
Nay
now.
Nay. No, not there. I might just fight Vegeta and say screw it. And just, go over to fight Boo. Alright, come on, man. We're giving you all the time in the world, brother.
Come on, Boo.
You got this, you got this. Oh my god. The trolling is real.
It feels like he doesn't even want to go to that section.
He's just being a hater, man. I've had him go where Vegeta's standing right now before. He's like gone deep. For some reason, he's just hating. So at this point, fighting him would have been faster because I've been moving up and down for like 20 turns. So I'm just going to go towards Vegeta at this point and just say screw it. Oh my god. What's the best play here? Yeah, we're gonna let him move a little bit more actually. It's all good.
Don't worry about it.
He needs to go a little bit left. Once he goes to the left, I'll just fight Vegeta and then make my way up there. And now he's being a hater. 25 turns, by the way. Okay. You know what,
what's the
bro?
fastest turn possible?
I think it's like 11 or something. It's really low. All right, Vegeta, you're getting clapped, boy. Okay.
Of course, it happens here.
Of course, man. You gotta have the content.
Yep.
All right, so now we're just gonna have to defeat Boo like normal. It's gonna be a fair bit slower than, you know, what we would want, but we gave Boo probably about 25 chances to do the right thing, and he just said, "Nah, I'm good, bro." So we're dealing with the consequences now. So let's see where he goes now. Hopefully he goes to the left at least, so it'll be a little bit easier to run into him. Vegeta is going to come after me, and he's gonna have to die. So this means I'll have to fight Boo at minimum 2 times. I think it'll be more than that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is the content we hope for. It's okay.
Yeah.
More DBZ Budokai 2.
I could have been safe. I could have and just fought him and pushed him into Vegeta, but that's not hype. So
yeah,
we had to go for the game.
It was content. Wait, so would you say that him moving down was a coin flip?
Yeah, it was like pretty much.
So it was 25. It was like 15 coin flips in a row, essentially, almost.
Basically, yeah, and he passed literally none of them. So he's a homie. Thanks for that, bro.
Oh, man. I can't.
So come to the left. Okay, that's cool,
I
guess.
He didn't even move.
Come to the left, bro. Come on. Okay, dude. Don't hang out with Frieza. We're not buddies like that. Come on, bro. Dude, this is so base and gamer pilled. It's ridiculous. Let's go, man.
This is ridiculous. What?
All right. He better come down here at this point. Okay. If I do this, I'm gonna have to fight Frieza, so I don't want to do that. Let's see.
Watch him move back up right now.
Okay, thank
Okay,
God.
there we go.
That's actually good, because that means that I can take him out next turn. Alright, Boo. You got your 32 turns of being chilling with Frieza and the boys. You got your time to shine on screen. It's time for you to get bodied. You're gonna pay, buddy. So, alright. He's got purple health, of course. So, he's got a lot of HP. It's just like fighting Supreme Kai earlier. It's really not that bad if we can just keep wailing on him, throwing back combos in the mix. Get up, sleepyhead. Okay. So we only need to kill him one more time. We went for the memes and we got punished, but we had to do it to him. Alright, do I got a turn still? I do. Alright, so I can end this now, thankfully, without having to take an extra fight. No, it doesn't look very good, Goku, you're right. Alright, let's go. So, once we get this fight done with, we're out of the RNG sus realm, and everything is pretty consistent from there on for the most part. Frieza, or not Frieza, but Vegeta and Boo skip, both of those skips are like the #1 run killers for world record attempts, because getting both of them in a run saves about 2.5 minutes. So not having them, you're wrecked.
In an under 1 hour run, that's massive.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, usually what'll happen is we'll grind our way up to stage 5. If Vegeta attacks us, reset. Then we'll get here, and if Boo does exactly what he did from what you guys just saw, then it's also RIP. But it's all Gucci. We made it through. No big deal. Super Boo is gonna take over, and now we're gonna head to stage 7. This stage is just a die stage. We just plays the Jits, Goten, and Trunks. They kind of suck. So we don't want to actually attack with them at all. We just want to lose to Super Boo, because once we lose to Super Boo, he absorbs Gotenks and then just heads out. He just leaves the stage, and then we'll move on to the next one. So unfortunately, we're not getting really any Gotenks action. We're just gonna watch Gotenks get destroyed. So it doesn't matter what ally we choose here, because we're not really gonna use any of them. So we wait with Piccolo, Gohan, and Goku, and then we move over with Gotenks. We want to land on that health draining slot, and we want Super Buu to absorb Cell so that we have a shorter cutscene, and so that Cell doesn't get in our way. But if he absorbs Frieza, it's like a tiny time loss. It's like 6 seconds or so. It sucks in world record pace runs, but not a big deal here. So Buu has some actually unique absorptions in this game. He can absorb Frieza, Cell, Tien and Yamcha, all sorts of characters. It's pretty funny. But at least we got him to absorb Cell here. He gives him an extra turn and he'll move down onto the space that drains health, which is good because it means that whenever we fight him, we want to lose on purpose if the stage ends earlier. Fighting him on the health draining space, or it's rather a half HP space, is a lot better because we have to die. So we want to die with yellow HP instead of with green. It just saves a little bit of time. So now we're just going to stand still and just get destroyed. We want him to throw out special moves the best that he can. That windmill attack is pretty good. The windmill punches does a lot of damage. These grabs are absolutely trash. They literally do the same amount of damage as like 2 punches for like a 5-second animation. So it's really
such a
bad.
long animation. I hate seeing it.
Oh,
he's
thanks,
doing
buddy.
it again.
Thanks, buddy.
Of course.
Bros vibing tonight,
One more time,
man.
watch.
Okay. Yeeted us across the universe. Alright, so Gotenks is down. He's going to absorb Gotenks, and then he's just going to leave the stage. So he's going to head out. He can actually start a fight with Piccolo sometimes. Sometimes he's just a hater, and he just starts one with Piccolo, but we're going to move Piccolo out of the way just to guarantee that doesn't happen. So this is the space where he can usually interact with Piccolo, so we're just going to move him. I usually do this for safety anyway, because anytime a character is within one space of you, there is a chance that they will attack you, for the most part. Unless you're like a side character or something on the stage. But Piccolo's not. He's required. So now he's going to screech and open a portal out of the time chamber and head out. And now we're in the city. Now we have Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, who somehow is alive. He's been kind of MIA in the story for a while, but we've had him on literally every single stage, so it doesn't seem that way. Doesn't matter what ally we choose here because we're not going to be using them, but we're going to head down a space with Gohan and wait with everyone else. We're basically going to solo Bootanks with Gohan. The way this stage normally works casually is you lose to Bootanks because he's so strong, he has a lot of health, really good attacks and whatnot, and then you get the Potara earrings, you become Vegito, and you win that way. But we're so good with Gohan, we don't need Vegito. We're just gonna solo this kid, so it's gonna be nice. We also get more health, which is good. We get that for being Ultimate Gohan, but we don't really need it. We're just gonna destroy this kid. Much as we can input combos, the better. Oh god. Get out of here, boy. Alright, cool. So yeah, we have to fight him 3 times, because as you can see, his health is really high. So we won't get to fight him in fatigue too many times. We only get to abuse his fatigue state once. So this one fight right here, since he was fatigued, will take the 2 health bars down. And then after my turn's over, he'll come at me one more time, and that'll be it. So he powers up pretty much every time the fight starts. I think he gets like more attack and defense each time. That's why you see that little Super Saiyan aura around him. So they really try to make you lose these fights so that you can spawn Vegito and, you know, do all the cool stuff, but we're not having that. Gohan, this is the true canon that all the Dragon Ball fans wished for. Gohan actually beating Super Buu. So we're just gonna make that a reality here. Get out of here. Pretty good. Solid fights.
Yeah, a lot of the fights seem like the RNG with blocking has not been happening.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, it was mainly just the boost section that was the biggest
dude.
time loss.
The troll was real.
Is that the worst you've ever seen it before?
Oh yeah, I think so actually. Like unironically, I think that was like 36 turns or something. That is the worst I've ever seen. It's always every time I do Budokai 2 in a marathon, it's literally worst RNG of all time. Like it's never just like, oh, that was okay. It's like, nah, garbage. But it's cool. We're making it work, and we'll still be underestimate more than likely as well, which is pretty funny.
That's great.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, don't put me in a combo video. Okay, we're good. Yeah, sometimes the AI can just go sicko mode and literally record a combo video on you, and you can't do anything about it. But so far, AI's been pretty nice inside of fights. Outside of fights, can't say the same, but we're chilling. So, Super Boost down, and now we're going to be heading to stage 9. This is going to be the last stage in the game. It's going to be versus Kid Buu. So, pretty much after, I'll give you the time or whatever whenever we defeat Kid Buu for real. We have to fight him, I think, a total of 3 times. So on the 3rd Kid Buu fight is when time will end. But we got a little bit more until then. So we're going to pick Gohan and Supreme Kai again, kind of like on stage 5 or stage 4. They're just a good combo because they do really good damage with their combos, and they function like Goku. So these two are going to be the GOATs. They're going to be the saviors of the Dragon Ball universe. No Goku involved. He's just going to chill in between some Cybermen. He's not doing anything. We're not going to use him for the entire stage because he's kind of... I guess the devs thought that Goku was just undeniably the best since he always starts with like more health and he has more capsules and stuff than everyone else. So we're going to wait with him on every turn since he's surrounded on every side by Cybermen. Extra unnecessary fights. And we're going to take this carpet ride with both characters down to Kid Buu. So Kid Buu's down here in the bottom right. He's going to instantly come after me and attack Gohan. And this is good because this means that he's using his turn to attack and lose. So once they use their turn to attack and they lose, that puts them in the fatigue that we need. So Kid Buu is dangerous. You can die to this fight very easily. If you do, it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not fast. He's got a lot of health. Your health drains really fast, and he's also really prone to blocking. Oh, don't do it. Oh my lord, that was sketch.
That was terrifying.
That was so sketch.
No, he's busted. He's busted.
He is very broken. He's definitely the best like AI in the story mode. Even on this is on very easy difficulty, and sometimes he'll just bust out the hard mode combos on you, and you're like, dude, well, what is going on? But yeah, we made it through. Once you make it through the first fight, it feels a little bit easier. They pretty much all have the same HP throughout the entire time. But after you defeat the first fight, it just spawns a bunch of creatures everywhere. You get Cell, you get Cell Juniors, you get more Cybermen. It just literally fills the stage with a bunch of randoms. So we're not going to interact with any of these because we're already down here in the pit with Kid Buu. We're in the Thunderdome, so we don't got to worry about that. We're going to wait with Goku, and then this will be our last 2 fights here. So we'll do this fight, and if I win, the next fight after will be the last, and it'll be time on the last hit. Alright, so I'm going to focus up a little bit so I don't get clapped, but we'll see. Okay. Bro hit me with the literal guard cancel. He's doing speedrun combos on me, dude. No! Buddy. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Oh my lord. The 1 HP clap.
He's cracked, dude.
He's so cracked. It's cool. I still have 1 HP left with Gohan, so it's not bad. I can still finish the fight, but it's going to take an extra fight now. Bro, literally EVO World Champion Kid Buu over here, bro. What is going on?
He's ridiculous, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's all good, man. It happens sometimes. If that were to happen in a real run, that would be an insta rip. It would be over. But thankfully, he starts with the same amount of HP he just had, so get clapped.
That's fast.
Yep.
So do you have those two just as backup in case this happens?
Yeah. I mean, if this does happen, then basically we just try to win the next few fights. No matter what, we're gonna be able to beat him usually because we have 3 bars of HP. Like, the only way that we would actually lose is if we lost like 4 times. So it's very unlikely. It's just a variance in how fast you're going if you do lose, which is kind of whack, but it's cool. So right now, oh no. Oh my god. You gotta stop this madness, bro. Get out of here, dude.
He knows it's a marathon, man.
He does. He's showing off.
Oh my god, you're so low. So terrifying.
Oh, don't do it.
Dude,
get out of here, boy.
Oh my god.
Dude, he's so cracked.
Alright.
Alright,
we
now
give a
we take it.
donation.
Go ahead, yeah.
I'll read the donation for this last fight.
Yep.
It says, by Master Saru Watari, we are running DBZ games. We need to see the true DBZ gems of this era of the gaming in DBZ sagas and the even more hidden gem in DBZ Ultimate Battle 22.
Oh, dude, you're right. You're missing one game, though. It's called Legacy of Goku 1.
Ooh, log.
Pog
Next marathon, I'm adding log. I'm running it.
Let's go, dude. Alright, so this should be the last fight. Should.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, so once I deal the last hit of damage on him, it's time. So please behave, Boo. You've been a bad boy today. Come on, Mills. Alright, he's gone. GG. Time.
Alright. Let's
Woo!
go.
That
Screw Kid Boo, man.
That was so scuffed, man. But it's cool. We made it through. Underestimate. Let's go. Alright. Yeah,
All right,
that's
for sure.
Budokai too.
Any final words?
Yeah. I mean, shout out to the Budokai boys. You know who you are. Mostly McNuggets. He's the one who made the tutorial that I used to learn this game with all the board game nips and whatnot, and me and him competed back and forth, optimizing the game together. Shout out to our boy Nugs, and shout out to the anime speedruns community. We're super homie. Tons of anime games that we have in our Discord server and just on SRC in general. If you see an anime game, chances are we're involved in it somehow, and shout out to those guys for being cool and showing up. I see you guys in the chat. But yeah, that's really it. Appreciate you for having me on in the marathon to show off the game. It was a fun time. And yeah, thanks, man.
No problem. Thank you for taking part of it, and I appreciate you coming out with these 2 runs. This was a really fun run to watch. Even though there was some funny parts, the game did troll you a little bit, but
hey, it's content. We take those.
It was content. It was exciting. I think the viewers were on the edge of their seat watching that. So
for sure.
Really appreciate it. Anyways, guys, we have coming up Storied with Bomber Cyberpunk. It's an amazing run. I would highly check that out if you guys have never heard of this game or anything like that. It is sick. All right. We'll just have a short intermission and we'll come.